Some people block to get attention. I block because I really want this to be a lifetime.
You can't live a soft life without boundaries. Without them, you always feel drained, overworked, and resentful. Today, I'm sharing how boundaries unlock the peace you've been craving.
If someone has my phone number, that's a privilege. Same with social media. I've had people that have violated and betrayed me, and I immediately block them on social media. Why? Because you no longer deserve to have access to me. You no longer deserve to know what I'm up to, see all the great things I'm doing. Find out on your own through a fake page, through a Finsta. Because you're definitely not going to find out through your page, because I want to make it very clear. This is not theatrics. This is not attention seeking. I'm really blocking you because I don't want you to have access to me at all, period. This friendship, this relationship, this acquaintance experience is done.
Normalize outgrowing people you still love. There doesn't have to be a big blow up. No betrayal, no bad blood. Just sometimes it's a quiet moment where you realize, I don't fit here anymore. The version of you that is healing, that's setting boundaries, that's growing, that version can't keep shrinking to stay in rooms you've already outgrown. You can still care about them. You can still root for them. You can still love them from a distance. But you don't owe your future to a past that no longer fits. And sometimes walking away is not selfish. It's survival. It's alignment. It's peace. So yeah, normalize that.
If you have too many friends that are fake friends and don't even like you and they keep inviting you to crap, and then when you get there, they ignore you, stop going. If you have too many people asking you to do stuff left and right, help them, take them somewhere, say no. I'm busy without Ethel. Make up a lie, okay? I'm already busy at that time. I already have plans. Start to learn how to say no, even if you fear they're going to be mad at you. They are using you, and a lot of people think it's friendship, but it's not. If someone is asking you for something all the time and get mad when you say no, they don't like you. Because if they would take no for an answer, it means they respect your boundaries. Okay? So when someone doesn't respect your boundaries, when you tell them no, they don't like you. Okay, so this is why it's supposed to be fun to live your life as the main character, because you have boundaries and you tell people no and they take no for an answer. When you put yourself as a priority, have boundaries, and have high standards, people will stop asking you for stuff that they know you're going to say no to if you say no a few times, okay? They're like, I'm not going to call her no more and ask her for nothing because she's just going to say no. She's busy. Exactly. Okay, be that person, because it's going to save you a lot of time, a lot of energy, and you're going to be able to do whatever you need to do to make yourself be the main character or become the main character of your own life, okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle.
As a woman who has leveled up, you need to protect yourself from other women, in particularly insecure women, and you need to learn how to be exclusive, because a woman might come into your life seeming like they're a decent woman who genuinely cares about you, supports you, and wants to see you succeed. But in reality, she'll have this strong secret animosity towards you. And when a woman has a strong desire to have your life and be just like you, she will create this safe space to keep learning from you, to drain you out, and to make sure that she leads you to your downfall. Girl, she will even sleep with your man, because in her mind, if she's able to sleep with your man, then she's on your level. So when you're dealing with women, you have to have high standards and firm boundaries in place, because they will try to overrun your space. And sure, you might get called a stuck-up bitch for having high standards and boundaries, but you won't be getting effed over. And what do we always talk about? We always talk about winning in private, right? You need to protect what makes you happy. okay? Guard the things that you worked so hard to accomplish. Guard your blessings, guard your kids. And some people just love ruining beautiful things because they see others happy and they're not happy. So be more careful of what things you put out there. Stop putting your business out there. People are just weird and do weird things, and that's exactly why I'm exclusive and I guard myself. I know how humans behave, and it's not that I love cutting people off, it's that I'm exclusive. I have high standards and boundaries. Those high standards and boundaries protect me from low quality experiences and low quality people. And actually, I have never met a toxic person that didn't have a lot of friends. Toxic, fake people usually have this like big circle of friends and people that they associate themselves with. So people assume that if you don't have a lot of friends and you're always falling out with people, then you must be the issue. But you're not. Okay, you're not. The reason that you keep falling out with people, it's because you're being careful of who you allow into your life. You're not allowing yourself to be compromised. And the more you level up, the more you have to guard yourself. Because it's not easy to build a life that you want. It takes a lot of discipline. That's why these people, these women, and people in general would rather bring you down than to put in the work to build their own life. If they would just work on themselves, focus on themselves to build their own lives, they wouldn't be worrying about other people's lives. Because when you're focused on leveling up, you don't have the time and energy to be worrying about other people's lives.
And also, that soft life that you want is going to require hard boundaries. And it's always so interesting to me because a lot of the time when people talk about boundaries, they talk about what they will and will not accept from other people. These boundaries are what you will and will not accept for yourself. And that is where true self-care comes in, because real self-care is not about how many bubble baths you take or how often you go get a manicure. It's about doing the hard things that are going to put you in a better position tomorrow, even if it doesn't feel great today. Following the plan and not your mood. I honestly believe that a soft life is less about how much money you have and more about peace. And engaging in the activities that are going to be instrumental to your peace tomorrow. One thing that I have learned, and unfortunately I have learned it the hard way, is that you have to be so strict with yourself. You are responsible for your own life, you are responsible for your own actions, and you're responsible for your own future. So be strict with yourself, set boundaries with yourself. If you are the type of person that doesn't break promises with the people that you love, why would you break promises with yourself? That's all.
Not everyone deserves access to you. Boundaries protect your time, your energy, and your peace. Time is our most valuable asset, and as we all know, our time is limited, so we must spend it intentionally. Ask yourself who and what takes most of your time without adding any value to you. If your energy is being drained constantly, you can't be productive. You can't show up for your loved ones or for your goals. Cut off all energy vampires that drain your energy. Resting and recharging is important, in fact, essential for you to be able to show up properly. Saying no is self-preservation and self-respect. Peace is so underrated because it's quiet, but it is priceless. Protecting your peace means cutting off toxic people, gossip, chaos, drama, and toxic cycles. Boundaries are not punishments, they are protection. They teach people how to treat you. You don't need to overshare as a means of bonding with people, not even a bunch of strangers on social media. Privacy is power. People cannot attack what they do not know. Stop overgiving. You don't need to contort yourself into a million pieces to please anyone. Setting boundaries doesn't mean you are cold or you're this really mean person. It's self-respect and self-preservation. Healthy boundaries attract better relationships, opportunities, and more peace. You can love people deeply without losing yourself in the process. A soft life is built on structure, not chaos and anarchy. A soft life requires strong boundaries. which have to be enforced always. The soft life isn't about just spa days, self-care. It's emotional discipline, financial control, and peace of mind. Protecting your time and energy allows you to fully enjoy the softness you've created. Healthy relationships thrive on mutual respect, not unlimited access. You don't have to be available 24/7 to prove your love. It's okay to say, I need space to think, I need space to be. You can love someone and still keep parts of yourself sacred. Don't take workplace drama home with you. Stop overworking yourself to prove your worth. Clock out when you are done. You are not a mule. It's okay to say, I'll get to this tomorrow. I'll take care of this tomorrow. You are not a machine. You can be committed without being consumed. The truth is, the hardest boundary you will have to set is the one you set with yourself. Stop procrastinating. Don't waste your energy on overthinking, guilt, or comparison. Comparison, as they say, is a thief of joy. Limit what you consume in social media, news, toxic conversations. Don't break promises to yourself just to please others. You teach people how to treat you by how you treat yourself. Most of us were raised to believe that saying no is rude or cold or mean, and boundaries sometimes trigger guilt because they expose where we've been overextending ourselves. True peace requires disappointing other people sometimes, but never yourself. Better to disappoint that friend or colleague of yours than disappointing yourself. Now, how to start building boundaries. Identify your peace triggers. What drains you versus what fills you. Environments, people, situations that drain you. Identify what triggers you. Communicate clearly and calmly. You don't have to be rude to set a boundary. Be consistent. One boundary broken becomes a pattern. If you give people an inch, they will take a mile. Don't explain too much. No is a complete sentence. Period. If you're ready to protect your peace, comment boundaries equals soft life. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more soft life strategies. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.